Thank you everyone to join the ICC panel discussion today. I am the chairperson of this session, Kana Shinoda, and organizer of International Cybersecurity Challenge Tokyo 2025. This event is an international capture the flag competition that will be held over 4 days from November 11th to November 14th, 2025. Today, we have one representative from each of the 8 teams participating in the game. Through this panel discussion, we hope to hear about each team's introduction and initiatives. Let's begin with introductions. So I shall go with ABC sort. So I start to go with Mercy from Africa. Can you introduce yourself and a brief introduction of your team in 2 minutes? You have 2 minutes.
All right. Thank you, Kana. So my name is Mercy Chitauro. I'm from the Namibia University of Science and Technology. And I'm the coach for Africa. And we've been doing cyber competitions at least here in Namibia, grabbing servers, routers, and bringing them into one room and making a physical competition. So started in Africa in 2021, I believe, or it was 2020 when we eventually had a competition in Greece. And in my team, I'm assisted by Pius Shambabi from Namibia and Mr. Sidia from Mauritania. And the team, the Africa team, I think it has 14 countries represented now. And we are looking to get all the African countries involved in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Mercy. Right, let's move on to the next team. Team ASEAN, Isara. Can you introduce your team and yourself, please?
Hello, Kana. Hello, everyone. So I'm Isara representing the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. I'm currently working as an assistant program manager for the ASEAN-Japan Cybersecurity Capacity Building Center, a project run by the government of Japan through Japan International Cooperation Agency and the National Cybersecurity Agency of Thailand. Our project mainly focuses on capacity building activity training for government officials and CII operators. But at the same time, we also realize the importance of cybersecurity capacity building for younger generations. That's why we have been conducting an annual CTF event called Cyber Sea Game for many years already. And in order to allow our professionals, young professionals to compete in high, we propose to have them joining International Cybersecurity Challenge this year. So we are glad to be part of this challenge. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Right. So next one is Team Asia. Gabi, can you do that? Can you speak about your team, please?
Hi guys, hi everyone, and good evening, good morning, and afternoon. And my name is Gambaya, but you could just call me Gabi. I've been in ICC since 2022, and then a friend of mine in University of Oxford introduced me to Kana, and then I joined the ICC family. And then since then, I was a member of steering committee and also Asia. But Team Asia was a whole team, but this year we divided into 2 groups, Team ASEAN and Team Asia. And then Team Asia, which I am representing, is consisted of India, Japan, Mongolia, Republic of Korea, and Taiwan. So these 5 countries, from these 5 countries, we selected 17 players for the competition to represent the region. And also there are also some staffs and also steering committee members and organizers from each country, and we selected our players based on the city of competition back in August, and that's how we are working to develop our players for the competition.
Let's move on to the next one. Canada, country.
My name is Mr. I'm a member from Team Canada, and probably, but in Canada's cybersecurity community, we have a nonprofit called CyberSci that organizes cybersecurity competitions for university students. And this is how our team, national team, is being built. We have regional events and national events that determine winners that come together to combine. We've been part of ICC from the beginning in Athens, in US, and most recently in Chile. And very happy to be a part of this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Dimitri. Okay, Team Europe, Pedro, please.
Hi, hello everyone. So my name is Pedro Dal. I'm one of the Team Europe coaches. I've been involved with ICC since the very beginning, helping it in bootstrapping for the Athens event, and then later I joined as coach. So this year with me, I have 4 other amazing coaches. So we have Carlos Polop from Spain, Jan Gosnik from Czech Republic. Those 2 are former players, were players from the first event in Athens. And we also have Mario Polino from the Netherlands. And we have also, as helping us managing the team, we have Adrian Belmonte from ENISA, and Yanis Agrafiotis, now at University of Oxford and formerly at ENISA. So Team Europe is, as I said, is powered by ENISA and is composed by players from countries that are entitled to participate in ECSC, the European Cybersecurity Challenge. We have a simple selection process. So each country nominates up to 2 players to the Team Europe cohort. And this year we also invited the top performers from the Open ECSC. That was an open contest run by the Italian organizers of ECSC 2024. And we also invited last year finalists to the cohorts that were not nominated by their own teams. From this pool of players, roughly 50 players, we run an online qualifier, and the coaches then select final 20 their skills, station, and gender. And we are happy that this year, among the 17 finalists, we have 14 represented countries. We also, in preparation for ICC, the concrete events that we did an online bootcamp with the full cohort, and then we organized 2 on-site bootcamps with the final 20, the ones that are the 17 that are traveling to Tokyo, plus the 3 that we have as last minute substitutes if needed. And so we run 2 bootcamps, one in July in Vienna and another one in September in Salzburg. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next is Lux Cyber Team. Dennis, please.
Good morning for everyone for Latin American Caribbean cybersecurity team. With other 2 coaches, there is Oscar Uribe and Lorenzo. It is a privilege to stay here. Thank you, Kana, for all members for ICC Tokyo 2025. For my opinion, it's so excited to stay here, and I love to train the different participants for the Tokyo International Cybersecurity Tokyo 2025. And I don't know, for my opinion, there is a so good opportunity for the different persons and doing networking for high these levels in Latin America, because we need much training, much capacities in all perspective for put high level the cybersecurity in Latin America.
Thank you. Team Oceania, Joshua.
My name is Joshua Scarsbrook. My day job is I'm a research officer at the University of Queensland, operating Euromid. But from an ICC perspective, I am head coach for Team Oceania. Team Oceania is a regional team for ICC covering Australia, New Zealand, and Pacific Island countries. We draw players mainly Australia and New Zealand, with a lot of our players coming from the local CTF organising circuits in both countries.
You Cyber Team,
Good morning
Brad.
and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brad Wolfenden. I'm the Director of Cyber Sports here with Cat's Eye Play Cyber. We're the organization behind the US Cyber Team. We are in our 5th season and had also enjoyed participating in the ICC since the edition in Athens, Greece several years ago. We've also had the pleasure of hosting the ICC here in the US in San Diego, and are very much looking forward to taking part in this year's event 2025 in Tokyo. Here at the US Cyber Games program, we work primarily as part of our recruitment process. That forms kind of a bit of a season where there are various stages that the young individuals, we call them athletes, will participate in events hosted by the US Cyber Games program, ultimately pursuing a spot to be selected on the final team for that season. So thanks for having us. We're looking forward to being in Japan in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Thank you, Brad. All right. We finished our introduction of all teams. So next of CTF and ICC in developing cybersecurity talent. So each team will have, you have minutes to share your thoughts on how competitions like ICC contribute to talent growth and learning. This time, we'll go in reverse alphabetical order, if that's okay. Okay. US Cyber Team, you want to go first?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Keeping me on the spot. Fantastic. Thanks, Kana. Here at the US Cyber Games program, I think it's probably goes without saying, but we are big believers in terms of the role that capture the flag competitions and other cybersecurity competitions can play when it comes to workforce development and talent development, and are on a mission here in the United States to really kind of place this aspect of cybersecurity workforce development more kind of centrally in a lot of conversations. And so these CTFs and the ICC in particular really help kind of put a spotlight on the potential of these types of competitions and allow today's panels a role these types of events play in ensuring that we have well-qualified talent available to all sectors, government, federal government, state and local government, but also the commercial space, and in some cases, I'm sure, for defense agencies and things of that nature. But they also allow for the young people to shine and show off their skills and kind of work as a recruitment tool in that way, where these athletes are having tons of fun participating in our programs in these larger competitions. They get to network with folks from around the globe when they travel and compete in these types of events. And so we're very fortunate to be able to participate on the steering committee. Important, especially here in terms of gaining the recognition and really kind of pushing competitions and cybersecurity events and things, games into that bigger picture conversation.
Thank you. Right. Team Oceania, Joshua. Thank you.
Thank you. Years back, I was involved with running the first New Zealand National Cybersecurity Challenge. The big idea behind that was to draw in university talent from all over the country, allow people to compete in a fun environment. And a big thing about that early on is sort of figuring out the best team, giving people a good experience. But something that we saw out of it was a community started to develop surrounding the cybersecurity challenge over time. The community created strong friendships, created strong associations between players, and that was at a New Zealand national level. So now moving forward to ICC, it was interesting looking back at the teams participating in the New Zealand Cybersecurity Challenge to see that they had kept up and they had started playing more formally on CTF teams together, and those players started coming into the International Challenge. And then we've seen the same thing happen at the International Challenge, where players have developed these lasting friendships, players have developed these strong ties together across international boundaries, which, as cybersecurity is very global, cyber international collaboration being fostered. Thank you.
All right. In my opinion, the CTF is transform or the theory into muscle memory, the compressed months for learning into hours of focus, problem solving, and this compute combine curiosity, methodology, and teamwork is under pressure. That is similar talent development in the challenge. And the CTF is a good purpose for prepare all the collaborators, all the participants when we need to go for the international cybersecurity challenge. Mm, in my opinion, the CTF is a so good component for training in cybersecurity. You can brain, learn, and fit without harming real systems. You have a good posture for analyze postmortem, share assets, write ups, scripts. I don't know. You are going to conform all the components in cybersecurity and create a recruitment and research team for investigate. We need, for my opinion, we need for train much for the coach and go for other parts for the world and try this knowledge for like portals.
Thank you.
And
Pedro.
For us, in Europe, the importance of CTF. So CTF is the problem. And so everything that you can turn into games, it's a nice way to attract young people and have people learning and having fun at the same time. And so ENISA is a strong believer in CTFs, and proof of that is that ENISA organizes or helps organizing since 2014 the European Cybersecurity Challenge. That is a competition where the young talents get together from every nation in Europe and try to solve CTF and these players for them for investing the time and for learning their skills. It's becoming quite common for organizations and big corporations to look at individuals that apply to join their ranks, to ask them for their CTF performance, for their CTF challenges, for how good they have been doing in CTFs. And so organizations are using CTFs as a good assessment method of both the technical skills, the problem-solving capacity of the applicants, the capacity to work as a team, the creativity of these players. And if we look carefully, everything that you do in a CTF, it's a tally that well recognized in organizations from the technical skills that you need to solve problems that are very intricate and they are very complex, and they were probably created even with more complexity than the real life problems. Also the problem-solving capacity that these players show, and sometimes these players are challenged to think totally out of the box. And this is what organizations look for nowadays. And so CTFs, although it is a game for people to have fun, it's also a very, very interesting way to learn how to solve new challenges and to learn some new technical skills.
Thank you. Dimitri?
Development in as players are concerned, we'll know that knowledge that's just theoretical does not stay with you as well as the knowledge that's actively practiced. So CTF is a fantastic way to not only that means that those are the skills that you will develop. They'll not only be theoretical, and they'll stay with you further on with your job once you join the workforce. Beyond the learning and beyond the gamification of learning, as was also mentioned, which is also important and makes things a lot of fun for participants, participating in an event like this helps build your team playing skill. You learn to think outside of the box. You learn all these events are time boxed. You really don't have a lot of time to come up with a solution. So those are incredibly important skills for you when you join the workforce. Beyond that, as it was already mentioned, players not only participate within the team, but they actively interact with their peers across the world. And when they allow them to build strong professional connection industry, teach them how to collaborate with people that come from other countries, other cultures is also important. As hiring events, we actively invite employers to so playing that and a job by the end of the day. So that's a fantastic hiring event for employers. It helps us finance these activities and also helps employers get access to really high caliber cybersecurity professionals. And finally, I would say on a more global scale within the country context, this highlights the importance of these events for our governments, the local governments, the national governments. It helps them to building a cybersecurity pool to maybe help invest more resources into doing that. And also showcase their talent to the world, because we find that for governments, it's important that their national teams do well on an international scale, and just that we all collaborate to make it a safer world.
Thank you, Dmitry. Gabi?
All think about CTF importance, and I agree with all cyber. So, but the game is different. So, when we play, we learn a lot. So that is the purpose of CTF, capture the flag, and you learn through the games. And I have a really cool example for that. And then I have an employee and whose role is a penetration tester, but I think his current role is a CTF player, and he always plays CTF. But I see the developments from him in terms of technical skills and also understanding, and also the communication with others. And that is the way to develop the technical skill and others. And another thing is that in 2022, and when we participated ICC in the USA 23, and Peter Yudai, and then I was very surprised that other players from different continents came to us and then asking to take a photo with him, and then that is how the players recognize each other and also communicate with each other. And one of the importance of CTF and also this ICC event around the globe is the communication and collaboration, and also they know the different cultures and also introduced to the backgrounds, and that is the one way to cooperate in an effective way. And of course, yeah, there is the question of value in CTF playing and the skill developments, and then also maybe also I believe also there is some growth in the mindset, and because and also you yourself for life and also for career, and through these the hard challenges and difficult the phases of the challenges, and then you learn how to survive and you learn how to solve different tasks, and that is a way to grow. I think this is these are some things that I would like to add for the comments from previous representatives. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Gabi. Isara?
Development for cybersecurity. That's why we also have a regional competition every year, the cybersecurity game that I mentioned earlier, and we believe that CTF help participants sharpen their skills, their technical skills, because they go beyond theory, and they offer hands-on real-world problem-solving experience. And even more importantly, they foster collaboration, teamwork, and creativity, which are quite essential for cybersecurity professionals. And by engaging students and young professionals in CTF, we can give them a platform to grow, because CTF and ICC help accelerate the development of cybersecurity talent and foster a strong sense of global collaboration. And that's why we think CTF are really important. Thank you.
Thank you. Aflik.
All right. So I think most of the points have already been said. So just here for talent with CTS for that cyberational just they are whilst they are taking part in the competition, so that they can also recruit. And this is one of the major things actually sell as part of looking at sponsorships. And in addition, it also helps the student understand that found in the day-to-day work. It's not relaxed, but they really have to learn and work under pressure. And whilst they're still working under pressure, they still need to think critically and to solve the problems at hand. And more importantly for us, also benchmark with other continents, we see that what we are teaching our students is it at an international level. Can our students be competing with other students from other continents, so that we see and level and benchmark to see that what we are teaching is actually going in the right direction. And one also important thing that we advocate, or that is good for patients, is that the student work on new challenges. So you don't work on things that you know or that you have, and then you must learn to think outside. Really a good platform for collaboration and for meeting other cybersecurity skilled students in the same age group as our students. That will be some of the important things for talent development in CTFs. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Next topic is talent discovery and development efforts. We'd like to hear about your team's own initiatives to discover and nurture cybersecurity talent. We'll return to alphabetical order. So we'd like to start over from Africa. Merci. Can you probably some of you may have already answered at this point, but I'd like to ask you again. Thank you.
Strategy basically right now is to get nominations from participating countries in Africa to nominate 2 students, and we require that the students also be coming from their national CTFs, so like the best students from their CTFs, and then they come together as one big team in Africa, where we have trainings once a week, but we give them tasks that they should do almost on a daily basis, and then from there that's when we select the top students. And if last year, because we did have many students, we also went on LinkedIn, and then we put a statement there, and then we got some students that were not really being represented in the steering committee, and they also gave in their experiences, and we managed to select some students from there. So basically for now, that our vision is we must involve the entire Africa, so that we get one student from each participating country, the best one, and then from there we have the boot camps and select the best ones. But for now, that is how we are handling it. Thank you.
Isara?
Yes, for on women first, because we wanted to create a more inclusive environment in cybersecurity in the region, and the region can attend. And then we had the Cyber Sea Game, the long-standing platform for locating young talents within the region. We had that in person, and each of the ASEAN member states, they nominated the best team to join the competition. And out of all the 3 competitions, we can get 17 members from 8 countries out of 10 in the region. And since we never met each other yet, we are going to have a training boot camp in Thailand in order for them to get to know each other and learn more about our technical stuff. So that's the plan for Team ASEAN. Thank you.
Thank you. Gabi?
Okay. About Team Asia, and we consist of 5 countries: India, Japan, Mongolia, Korea, and Taiwan. And then we try to include different variety of aspects. And then, but the first goal is the quality of the team. And then for that reason, we select the top players from each category, and then we try to map the categories with the original ICC categories, and then try to select. And then also we try to select the country. So we want to include all the countries, and then also for the gender equality. And then if there are no female players selected in the top 15 players, and then we select also female players who ranked in the top, and that is how we select the team. And based on the selection, the 17 players, and then we often, actually, regularly have a meeting to introduce each other and then say no to each other, and then play CTF together in order to work cooperatively and also effectively as a team. And of course, we also have captains selected and also coaches from the regions. And then this year, we will have 2 coaches from India and South Korea, and then they are really experienced in CTF, and then they were players. And this is how we do for Team Asia, and try to encourage all the players and from previous years to play, or even as a staff to participate ICC.
Thank you. Dmitry?
So our selection process for the players and their training is as follows. We have regional events. We have 6 major regions in Canada, in each of which we have a separate competition. All of them are happening at the same time. Our teams come from Canada's universities. We have usually that means that pretty much every Canadian university has 1 or more teams coming from that university. Teams compete in those regional events, and the winners of these regional competitions come to Ottawa, to our nation's capital, for the nationals competition, where we not only have representatives from those 6 regions, but we also build a separate women's team, a juniors team, and indigenous team to give those groups representation and opportunity to compete as well. And after they compete in the national events and the winners are determined, we look at the candidates and select candidates for combined Team Canada based on their skill, based on their performance in the competitions. And then we conduct training with our experienced coaches. The team comes together online, and they participate in different online CTFs together to really build a strong team, to learn each other's strengths and weaknesses, to learn to collaborate well. And our coaches also conduct work on specific cybersecurity topics to really deepen their knowledge in those areas. And that's how Team Canada is built. Thank you.
Thank you, Dmitry. Pedro?
Hello again.
Yeah.
So in the case of Team Europe, we are quite lucky because we have already the processes for the national teams in place for the CSC. So we have this long-standing competition since 2014 that each country, each European country, creates a national team to participate in the European Cybersecurity Challenge. So we are quite lucky that we can build on that in order to create Team Europe. So each country that participates in the CSC can make their selection as they will. The only restriction is that up to 5 players can have at most 20 years old, and 5 more up to 25. And so we build on top of that, and we ask each nation to provide us with 2 candidates. So basically, this is the way we create. And then we just run specific boot camps with the Team Europe cohort. This year we run an online boot camp, but in the past we have run on-site boot camps with the full cohort. The good thing is that through these events and getting together the European team has been beneficial for the European Cybersecurity Challenge. So if you used to go to the European Cybersecurity Challenge until 2022, you would see that each team would participate. Well, of course, they participate by themselves, but you would observe them as isolated islands. So each team was there by themselves and not interacting much with other teams. The creation of Team Europe and with ICC, what we gained was that the Team Europe players in ICC, they kind of became the ambassadors in their own national teams, and they start getting together the different communities in each country. And that's, I think, the most interesting highlight that I can get from ICC. It's not just development of talent, of European talent, of worldwide talent, but also that in the case of Team Europe, it had a clear impact on ECSC and building a stronger European community. So as I said before, our team is composed of a selection among each country proposes 2 players. We then also have some wild cards from competitions that we organize and that we selected on performers, and then we just make the selection of the team based on skill, regional diversity, gender diversity, and try to build the best team that we can for ICC.
Thank you. Dennis, yes, thank you.
Okay. For this company for discover and develop the talent in Latin America, we have 3 proposed for this year, and there is implement with discovery. And the discovery for the talent is we host open qualifiers and community scrimmages across LATAM. We do in the Latin America Cybersecurity Challenge for view what is the capacities for the different participants and what is the specialists in the different components for the International Cybersecurity Challenge. For development, we run 12-week domain tracks in different components, web, botnet, crypto, forensics, all the components for International Cybersecurity Challenge, with weekly goals, current labs, and review what is the best expertise, what is the best talent for the different components and challenge for the International Cybersecurity Challenge. The last item is the retain the talent. This is a difficult in Latin America because we have a big problem for the resource in Latin America. No, we don't have a resource, but the companies is not give the significability for the International Cybersecurity Challenge, and we need to talk for every companies for the LATAM, impart this knowledge for all persons, for give the resource for the participants and the trainings. We recognize the progress for the different participants and give leadership roles, rotate captains to the role leaderships, capable unit networking, and fits internship research and all projects. And we building different labs for all moment, all the weeks for training all the participants. There is a make excellent hospitality and accessibility across for the region in Latin America.
Thank you. Joshua?
So, Team Oceania's approach for selecting the team is similar in some ways to others, but I think compared to at least teams like Canada and the US and Europe, it's a lot more simplified. What we do is we run an open qualifier. We have one across the entire region. That open qualifier can have anyone participate in it, but we primarily advertise it just to Australian and New Zealand university students. And then from that qualifier, it's a standard Jeopardy CTF, players participating individually. The top 2 players in each category make the final team, and then also the top 5 players in the overall points distribution make the final team after that. We do this so that we can ensure that we do this to make sure that our team has a good distribution of capabilities, and also we select 17 players so that we can have our 2 substitutes. As far as gender and regional balance, our regional balance between Australia and New Zealand has been extremely good. New Zealand has incredibly strong cybersecurity talent, and as far as gender balance, we have a great community over here that is gender diverse. So despite having those balancing factors formally specified in our rules, we've never actually been required to make any changes to the team based on them. We've always had a good balance on both gender and regional distribution. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Brad?
Yeah, thank you. Here at the US Cyber Games program, we have built a season around how we recruit and select the athletes that will compete on behalf of our cyber team. That process usually starts with what we call the US Cyber Open. And it's a 10-day or so series of events that features several capture the flag competitions, as well as some guest speakers, kind of designed and run by the US Cyber Games program. Our coaches and mentors really step up to deliver what we call training sessions or technical lectures. There's quite a bit of hands-on exercises, challenges, and other deliverables that we put in front of the athletes that are looking to pursue a spot on the team. And in order to be invited to the combine, the athletes must submit an application. And that application asks for all kinds of information in terms of some of their competition experience, where they go to school or where they might be interning or working, some of their kind of self-reported metrics in terms of ranking themselves in various technical skills and disciplines across cybersecurity. And it allows for them to submit letters of recommendation and those kinds of things. At the end of the US Cyber Combine, which typically wraps up in late August, we then meet with our coaches and mentors in what we call the Coach and Mentor Summit, where we review all of the data that we've collected on these potential athletes from the US Cyber Open, from the US Cyber Combine, from their athlete interviews and their applications. And we start to compose our team. And so we'll look at different skill sets, sort of the culture fit, of course, is big for us as well, making sure that, we're selecting individuals that want to be part of the team, that want to invest their time, their energy, their effort, and their knowledge into all of the training and preparations that will go into preparing for the ICC. And then we also look at competition or composition of the team from sort of a competition rules perspective. And we realize that some of the competitions that we will participate in as the US Cyber team require athletes to be of a certain age. Some of them require them to be of a specific gender. Some of them require them to have student status, etc. And so as we identify the individuals that will make up the US Cyber team, we take all of this into account to compose the team. And once the team has been selected, we then host an event called the US Cyber Games Draft Day event, which often in the past couple of years has been live streamed. That's where we announce the selections for the team and really celebrate all of those athletes that have been chosen to represent the US Cyber team for the upcoming year.
Thank you. Thank you, Brad. All right. Finally, so I would like to hear what each of you is most looking forward to at ICC Tokyo 2025. It's going to be, as we close the meeting. Is that okay? And then we like to go over or go with a reverse alphabetical order, if it's okay. Brad, can you go first?
Absolutely. Yeah. The US cyber team had the privilege of traveling to Japan last November 2024, with the US women's cyber team to compete in the first ever all-female cybersecurity competition held at the Code Blue conference, Kunoichi Cyber Games, and the event was absolutely wonderful, from the competition itself to many of the speaker tracks that surrounded it, to the logistics and the organization, and just the graciousness of the hosts and Kana, all of your planning and everything that went into it was absolutely phenomenal. And I know this year is going to be no different. Our athletes have been preparing and training and building tools and reading rules and all that kind of stuff for nearly a year now, if not a little over a year. And they are just chomping at the bit to get the chance to come and compete, to represent the United States, to really collaborate with so many wonderful peers and colleagues from across the world. And we know it's going to be a phenomenal event. So really looking forward to landing in Tokyo here in a couple of weeks, to seeing all of you, and to a competition that really shows off all of the hard work that our young athletes have put into preparing for this event over the past year.
Thank you, Brad. Right, Team Oceania, Joshua.
Thank you. I'll echo a lot of the same comments that Brad said. Our team has been spending a lot of time planning for the ICC coming up this year. We're really excited to see all of the work that's gone into the platform development, both from the Japanese organization side and all of the amazing work that the steering committee's been doing on that. We're also and besides everybody looking forward to seeing all of their friends that they've made in previous ICC competitions, I'll say as a brief personal note that this will be my third time visiting Japan, and I'm greatly looking forward to it. Thanks so much for an event that I'm sure is going to be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. Dennis from LAC Cyber 2.
Okay, in my opinion, it is so exciting. This is my first time in Japan, and we are grateful, focused, and ready for the International Cybersecurity Challenge. In my opinion, is more than a competition. It is a chance to learn from the best and contribute in creative and represent the spirit of Latin America and the Caribbean. Our community and clean methodology, strong frameworks, and fair play. We will share write-ups, tools, and lesson learning to give back to the community. And thank you to the organizers, especially Kana, for all, to our peer worldwide, and to the mentors for who invest in this journey. And see you in Tokyo. Thank you for all.
Thank you, Dennis. Pedro from Team Europe.
Hi, hello. From Team Europe's perspective, everyone is very excited to go to Tokyo next month. So personally, I've been asking and eager to see ICC in Tokyo since the very beginning. But yes, our players are really excited. They have been working hard. They've been practicing. They have been developing their own tools. They've been improving their skills, and they are really excited to go to Tokyo, the city itself, but also they are very excited for the challenges that the organizers are preparing. We recognize the talent and the capacities of this year's organizers to come up with amazing challenges. So our players are excited for that. They're also excited for the new platform that the organization is putting forward for the attack defense. So it will challenge them differently from what they have been doing in the past. So it's always good to have new challenges. And we are also excited for what seems to be a flawless organization so far. So from what we have seen until now, I sincerely believe that this Japanese and Team Asia organization is setting a new gold standard for what ICC should be. And I'm really hopeful that it will be a flawless experience, and we will enjoy our time in Tokyo in the next month.
Okay, thank you. Dimitri from Team Canada.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. so our entire team has been very, very excited about coming to Japan. Really looking forward to it. They're really looking forward to competing, to try to solving hard challenges, to being challenged, and to also see all their friends again. That's important. They've built strong connections over the years. Um, and on a personal note, I've never been to Japan. I'm really looking forward to seeing that country. It will be very, very interesting, and really looking forward to seeing all of you again. And Kana, on a separate note, thank you very much for all the hard work you and your team have been putting into this event. We really, really appreciate it, and we can't wait to see this amazing event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dmitry. Gabi from Team Asia.
It is a pleasure to participate in the Tokyo ICC this year because the Tokyo, the Japan is amazing country to visit and travel, even also to work or study for a while over there. And Team Asia is really excited to be in Tokyo because it's our home, and also we try to defend our the grounds, and we've been really close and inch close to lift the trophy in previous years, and we'll try our best this year, and hopefully to compete our best at the attack and defense challenge again, and that was our the best in ICC events in previous years, and we are also really excited to have the new attack and defense platform and also approach this year. And in terms of organization, I'm really happy to see the how structured and organized from the organizer side, and also everything is so structured, and also team the theme of the event this year, and really amazing. And yeah, hope to see you soon again.
Thank you, Gabi. Isara from Team ASEAN.
Okay, so it's going to be the first year for Team ASEAN joining ICC, so we are very excited. I think I can say that on behalf of everyone on the team, we are very excited and we are very honored to be part of this. We are excited to compete. We are excited to have chance to stand alongside so many experienced and talented groups of people from around the world. Even though we are new, we are going to give everything we got. So we very much look forward to the competition. See you soon.
Thank you. Monsieur from Africa.
Thank you. So Team Africa is very, very excited to be coming to this event in Japan. So I think for the first time in ICC, this is the first competition that we can say at least 3 to 4 weeks. We are certain that we have a complete team, and we even have reserves that can actually make it to the competition. So we are very excited, and for most of our students, it's actually even the first time on a plane and first time out of their country. So they are very, very excited to be meeting their peers so that they can collaborate and even get to meet new people that side, and to see a different continent from the one that they were born in. So yeah, we'll see you in 3 weeks. And thank you so much, Kana, for all the effort that you've been putting into this event.
Thank you so much, merci. Thank you all for your wonderful contributions. Your passion and dedication truly show the global spirit of this competition. Once again, ICC Tokyo 2025 will be held from November 11th to 14th, 2025, which is several weeks later. Please visit the official website for updates and details. And then we also have an X account, official X account, so we update a little bit. on that place. And also for this year, we challenge the visualization of the CTF. That's very unique one. I never seen that before in any CTF in the world. So if you like to see what's the visualization of the CTF and what's new, yeah, please come to the venue and watch it. We look forward to seeing you all, the panels tonight, and everybody all teams together in ICC Tokyo.